Well, it's time for me yet again to disclose more ridiculous information about myself. The statement I would like to throw out there now is that I don't know if I have combed or brushed my hair personally over or under 10 times in my entire life. I have no clue how many I've done in my life, but that's the threshold that I'm like uncertain of, which is ridiculously low considering I am 23 years old. So that's like maybe every other year I'll pick up one of these bad boys and do one of these things. And the word I will be changing today is actually comb, not hairbrush. But believe it or not, I couldn't find a comb. I didn't have one in my bathroom. So that just kind of supports my whole statement there. And I'm sure you're thinking, this is exactly what I would expect someone who hasn't used a comb more than 10 times in his life to look like. And that it all is adding up. And you're not surprised. Yeah, you can get all those out of your system. I'm sure that they're coming. And yeah, I get you. I'm actually with you. Because I never seem to like how my hair is looking. And at this point, I feel like I'm just going to do things. And if I eventually find like a good style, I guess we run with it. But I've never really liked any of my hairstyles. I kind of just like it to be low maintenance, which is why I would never use a comb. Plus, I had a buzz cut for a lot of my life too. So that kind of takes off a lot of eligible years or necessary years to use a comb or use a brush. I don't really have a vendetta against them. I just don't use them because I didn't have much reason to and I didn't care how my hair looked that much. Plus, I always just use my hands. I touch my hair a lot with my hands. It's almost like a tick for me, I feel like, at this point. Mostly because I just like the way my hair feels. But I just do this a lot, and that's kind of my substitute for a comb. I feel like it's the last time I got a haircut, I'm just like, ooh, they're really getting that thing to move. Which is such a stupid realization. It's like I'm a caveman seeing the invention of a brand new tool, but this tool is very rudimentary and was maybe invented around caveman times and has been around my entire life, and I know of it, but I'm just like, wow, that was really effective. Anyway, we're getting rid of comb because of the silent B at the end. It's just worthless. Like, you could have been C-O-M so easily. There is no other word that's using that right now. And like, there's coma, which is just C-O-M-A. You could just take out the A, and that makes sense to everyone, but we have to add a B for no reason, and so I'm doing everyone a favor and giving it a name that makes a whole lot of sense, which is Sortair, because you're really just sorting your hair, and that is the function of a comb. I know this is a brush, but a comb is for sorting your hair. That's why it's effective. It's easy to remember, easy to spell, and I think that this is a good resolution for getting rid of that stupid silent B in comb. Maybe one day I will find a hairstyle I will like. You are perfectly welcome to give your input or give suggestions of what I could do in the future, because like I said, I might just start doing some crazy stuff. Of course, I'll need to grow my hair out a lot longer, which I do hate, because eventually there will start to be curls here at the ears, but yeah, I don't know. We're going on a gobbo jabbo with our hair to figure out what we can do. Anyway, time for the comment of the day. Comes from Gavin, and Gavin's been getting real snarky and pulling out some attitude. He says, I will get stand-attain by standing on you for a whole day. And I think Gavin did come with the sass, because yesterday he commented after K-Whip, trying to piggyback on his fortune telling, which of course did come true. But Gavin also tried to predict that I wouldn't have a shirt on in that video, which of course was wrong, and the only deviation from K-Whip's original comment, so take that. But this comment for today actually is pretty solid, pretty appropriate, gets a good grip of what the priority Wiplish word of the day was, so I think this was solidly done. We're gonna give you a 72 out of 97. For song of the day, I chose Going Home by Tom the Mailman, because he just came out with a new album 2 days ago, I think, or just very recently, and I'd done a couple Tom the Mailman songs recently because I was just getting into them. And then I went through and listened through his entire catalog, and it was consistently awesome. And he actually releases a ton of music. I think he only has 4 or 5 albums, but he has a ton of singles, like maybe 40 or so. Like, I have, I think, 70 some songs added by him now. And he's only been releasing music since 2018, so he's on a pretty rapid pace, which is nice to see because not a whole lot of artists are like that. They can go through long lulls without uploading new songs, and Tom the Mailman does not seem to do that. And Going Home is a great song, really liking this one. Basically, his whole album sounds great, and he's an artist I would sincerely recommend looking into, especially now that I have listened to basically everything that he's got out there now. And then for the video of the day, I chose the Spaceballs clip where they comb the desert, just because I was kind of getting towards the end of the day, and I'm like, okay, what do I do for the video of the day? What is one funny thing that I know about combs, or that they involve combs? And I remembered this, and it actually was pretty good. It lived up to what I remembered. So yeah, that's a good clip too, very short. The actual clip is only like 40 seconds maybe, because they've got like a long little outro thing that Movie Clips does promote themselves, but that doesn't really matter. Anyway, that's it for the video. Peace out.